right? So I started pressing this. So I cut this, and it's the wrong side. So I was like, my spidey senses were tingling, and I was like, oh no, I've cut the vent wrong. If you want to come around so you can like look and touch, feel free. I've cut my vent wrong, so this cut is supposed to be on this side, but luckily I cannot cut one of anything, so I had a double lining, so I just switched out my lining pieces and I was okay. If you find that you have your cut side switcherooed, I do not care if you sew your lining in backwards for that piece, right? So you put your wrong side out. I still want to see finished seams, right? I don't want to see any raw edges, but you can do the wrong side of your fabric. Yeah, if you do like a mess up, a switcheroo, like I did. Yeah, I was gonna have to do that. I was gonna have to use the wrong side of my lining for that, but I can't cut one of anything. It said cut one and I just cut two.
So this part's supposed to go on the other side.
Yeah, so okay. This part is the part that's supposed to get cut, and this part is the part that's supposed to be. The only thing that changes now is that on the vent, somebody who knows stuff will look at my vent and say, hey, your vent is backwards. And that's not a big deal to me.
You didn't cut it wrong because you looked at the pattern on the thing and you were like, okay, I should cut it this way, did you?
I did. So I cut my interfacing wrong.
But it's the same on the directions, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I somehow cut my interfacing wrong, and I fused these together, and I was like, oh no, this is supposed to be the other way around. So don't, even if you put the wrong interfacing on, don't cut it until you're like for sure know which side is which. And I don't care if there's interfacing missing, it's just going folded up into your placket anyways for your facing. So the other thing that I wanted to ask you guys and tell you guys, I'm not really keen on how the sleeve is set in this particular pattern, in the Jessica pattern. So we're gonna do a more traditional tailoring way of sewing the sleeve, which means we're gonna sew the sleeve part, the sleeve opening down here. The sleeve opening down here is gonna be by machine. The sleeve up here is going to be put in by hand. So it'll be hand sewed up here. That is actually a little less confusing to me. A fully tailored jacket would be hand stitched all the way across the bottom anyways. I say we still do that on the machine. I say we machine this part and set the sleeve by hand. I think that's going to make our lives easier. So I will be walking you through the steps. The sleeve steps are going to come in like the next 2 weeks.
Are we doing the lining the same way too?
The lining and the sleeve, I'm talking about the same thing. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to machine the sleeve together, pop it right side out so the lining is inside the sleeve. Those of us who have vents, you're just going to hand stitch the vent part. It's going to be so much easier. And then everything gets put inside of the jacket. We baste all the seam allowances together, and then we sew our sleeve in nice and beautiful and pretty. Yeah, I think that's going to be a much cleaner finish, much less crying at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I think it's in your book too, so I'll have to take a look and I'll give you the reference for the book number, and I will absolutely put all this on Beachboard as we go through it the next 2-3 weeks. This is 4 weeks until presentation day. Actually, it's 3 weeks until presentation day.
What do we do for presentation day? We just twirl around?
Twirl around, put it on a dress form, say ooh la la, what you liked about the project, what you didn't like. I don't like to say what you didn't like. I like to say what you learned. What you liked about the project and what you learned. Yeah? Because you don't learn unless you process. Right? It's my hippie teacher feelings coming out. And then if you can't make it for some reason, you need more time, the rest of that class period will be for sewing. After that, but we don't meet anymore. We're all online for our final, which is your portfolio package.
And
which
that's
is
just all the projects together.
process pictures, which is and make it look good, right? Don't just like take pardon me, crappy pictures. I was gonna say shitty pictures. Don't take just like crappy pictures. Take really nice pictures. We're gonna do this like you're gonna turn it into a job. Yeah, make it look nice, make it look pretty. Again, I will put all this on beach board so no one's like, wait, what did she say? You'll remember. I'll be emailing you, like, what did I say? Yeah, any questions about all that? No. Please feel free to touch my stuff. I got stuck here and I had to go talk to my tailoring friend. So I started putting together my lining. My lining and my jacket are going to like concurrently come together, and then I will put